We're here at York talking to Jon Cooksey, who's the editor of the Western Front Association's Stand 2. Jon, you've been editor of the Western Front Association's Stand 2 for 10 years now. Do you have a favourite edition?
Well, I think my favourite issue was the very first 180, because obviously I was still grappling with taking over from Anne Clayton, who did such a superb job with Stand 2. So I had to fill some very, very large shoes indeed. But having got into that, I think, and getting into the centenary years, of course, I think the Western Front Association, certainly in terms of the magazines and the output, has come into its own, certainly since the centenary of the opening of the war in 1914. We've done special issues every year, and each one of those have been real favourites of mine. I think the special one for me, though, was the one that we put out in 2014, the first of the Stand 2 specials ever, and I think that has a special place for me.
There is always a cross-section of articles in Stand 2, but mainly about the Western Front. Is this a deliberate policy?
It's not at all. We like to cover other angles, other areas, air. We'd like to get more articles about the campaigns at sea, but we do rely on contributions from readers and from members. And the hoary old chestnut is you can only publish what you have to hand. It appears that we do get a lot of articles focused on the Western Front, but we have, and I try to include articles from other theatres. I would like more articles about the Australians, the Canadians, the Americans, more articles about air, more articles about the sea campaigns. So my appeal then to all our members and all the readership of Stand 2 is, if you've got a burning desire to get an article, to see an article about another aspect of the First World War, then please sit down, write it, send it in.
Special editions of Stand 2 have come out, as well as the normal editions, in 2014, 15 and 16. What feedback have you been getting from members?
I think generally it's been very positive indeed. People, I think, do like the fact that there is something that they will have tangibly to remember each one of these special years as we have been running through the centenary years. I mean, if nothing else, the WFA needed to mark the special years between 2014 and 2018. And I think we have to really thank the Executive Committee for really getting to the bottom of releasing funds for doing this. And I think I'd like to certainly thank them on the behalf of the team that put Stand 2 together.
Is there any editorial policy with Stand 2? Are you looking for academic articles? Are you looking for more general articles as well?
It's my avowed policy as editor to make Stand 2 accessible to all, either in terms of the readers or in terms of the contributors. And I certainly want to make Stand 2, I want it to be available for anybody who does what they feel is an interesting piece of research. If they can write that piece of research up, I will help in the editorial process, but I want everybody to feel that they can have the opportunity of contributing to what is in after all, their journal. So yes, we have learned pieces, but I want those intricate, small pieces of research, those very important pieces of research, which are the basic building blocks of putting all the picture together about the First World War, the Western Front, other theatres. It contributes to the whole, and I want that to be available to all members.
Jon, thanks very much indeed for talking to us, and thanks very much on behalf of the members for all the work that you've done with Stand 2 over the last 10 years.
If you want to find the private, I know where he is. He's hanging on the old barbed wire.